Welcome to my channel, The World Coin. Hello and welcome, coin lovers. This channel is dedicated to the fascinating world of coins from every corner of the globe. From ancient currency to modern mints, rare finds to everyday coins, we explore their history, design, and hidden stories. So subscribe now and join our growing community of coin collectors, history enthusiasts, and curious minds. Here coins top 5 cents, so let's get started. The 1982 Australian 5 cents coin is a small but important denomination in the Australian decimal currency system, introduced in 1966 when Australia shifted from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system to the decimal system. The 5 cent coin replaced the pre-decimal sixpence, keeping nearly the same size and metal composition, making it familiar to the public. The 1982 issue is part of this continuing series and carries the typical features that define Australia's lowest value circulating silver-colored coin of the era. Like all Australian decimal coins of the time, it was minted by the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra, which was established in 1965 as the primary minting facility for Australia's decimal coinage. The 1982 5 cent coin is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it a silvery appearance similar to cupronickel alloys used in many world coins. It has a weight of 2.83 grams, a diameter of 19.41 millimeters, and a thickness of 1.3 millimeters, with a plain, smooth edge. Its small size and light weight make it a very handy coin for everyday transactions, though by modern standards, inflation has reduced the practical value of the denomination. On the obverse side, the coin features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, who was the monarch of Australia at the time. In 1982, the effigy used was the second definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on Australian coins, designed by Arnold Machin R.A., a British sculptor. This portrait shows the Queen facing right, wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland diamond tiara, with her hair elegantly styled. Around the rim is the inscription, Elizabeth II Australia 1982, which identifies the issuing authority and the date of minting. The portrait is both regal and symbolic, representing Australia's ties to the British monarchy and its role within the Commonwealth of Nations. On the reverse side, the coin features the iconic Echidna design, which is one of Australia's most distinctive animals. The Echidna, also known as the spiny anteater, is a monotreme and egg-laying mammal unique to Australia and New Guinea. This creature is depicted curled up, with its sharp spines radiating outward in a circular form, while its long snout is visible pointing downwards. The design was created by Stuart Devlin, the goldsmith and jeweler who served as the official coin designer for Australia's decimal coinage in 1966. Devlin's designs for Australian coins are celebrated for capturing the uniqueness of the country's flora and fauna. Beneath the echidna is the denomination, 5, indicating the coin's value. The design remains one of the longest-running and most unchanged in Australia's coinage, making it instantly recognizable. In terms of mintage, the 1982 5 cent coin was struck in very large quantities for circulation, as it was a common everyday coin. Over 107 million coins were minted in Canberra for public use, ensuring it was widely available in all states and territories. Because of this high mintage, the 1982 5 cent coin is generally considered common and not rare in circulated condition. However, collectors often seek out examples in uncirculated or proof quality, which were produced in limited numbers for coin sets. The proof versions were struck with special care, using polished dies and blanks, creating a mirror-like finish. These were typically issued in official Royal Australian Mint proof sets and are valued higher than circulation coins. Historically, the 1982 Australian 5 cent coin belongs to an interesting period in Australia's economic and cultural development. The early 1980s were marked by significant political and financial changes, including the final years of Malcolm Fraser's government and the beginning of economic reforms that would shape the modern Australian economy. At the same time, inflation was gradually reducing the real value of small denominations like the 5 cent coin, though it still played a useful role in daily commerce, especially for small purchases like postage, newspapers, and confectionery. Today, while the 5 cent coin still circulates, there has been discussion about eventually phasing it out due to its low purchasing power, but as of 1982, it was a practical and essential coin. From a numismatic perspective, the 1982 5-cent coin is valued more for its historical context and its place in the series rather than for rarity, since most examples are common. Circulated coins typically hold only face value, but high-grade mint state examples MS65 and above can command small premiums from collectors who specialize in Australian decimal coinage. Proof coins from 1982, especially in original packaging, are more desirable and can be significantly more valuable. Varieties and errors, such as mis-strikes, off-center strikes, or die cracks, are of particular interest to specialist collectors and can increase the coin's worth substantially. The cultural significance of the coin lies in its reverse design, which celebrates Australia's unique wildlife. The echidna is a fascinating animal that has survived for millions of years with very little change, symbolizing resilience and adaptation. Its presence on the coin reflects the pride Australians take in their natural heritage and the effort to distinguish their currency with designs that are distinctly Australian, rather than borrowing motifs from Britain or Europe. Stuart Devlin's vision for the decimal coinage was to ensure that Australian coins would be both practical and artistic, serving as miniature ambassadors of national identity. In conclusion, the 1982 Australian 5-cent coin may seem small and ordinary, but it carries with it a wealth of historical, cultural, and numismatic significance. It represents a link between Australia's colonial past and its modern national identity, featuring both the enduring image of Queen Elizabeth II and the distinctly Australian echidna. With over 100 million struck, it remains a common coin in circulation, but collectors treasure high-quality examples and proof issues. Its design continuity and iconic imagery make it one of the most recognizable coins in Australian currency. Even though its face value has declined over the decades due to inflation, its role in Australia's monetary history and its symbolic value remain strong, ensuring it will always hold a place in the story of Australian coinage. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. A new coin story awaits you every next day.